Hello and welcome back to the last update of my Mets theme team, perfect team for Out of the Park Baseball 25. This is the conclusion. You're going to find out how well my team did and how I finished. Well, let's get right into it. As you see, I have 13 packs here, but I'm actually not going to open them. I'm going to hold on to them. So this is only going to be a short little episode of going through the end of my season, and let's get right to it. So when I finished the last part of my season update videos, I was going into the last month of the season and we were in the playoff hunt for a wild card spot. We were not going to win the division, but we were hunting a wild card spot. So why don't we go and see our stats? And then you can take a guess as you watch the video if I made the wild card or not. And yeah, let's just get right to it. So the first, let's go to our pitching first this time. So in the last video, I added Bobby Ojeda to my rotation at the very end. And he's got 5 starts in. So let's see what he did. He actually didn't pitch all that great, gave up. Let's go to his game log, pitching stats. Yeah, so he pitched 5 games and gave up no earned runs in his first start, 14 strikeouts. I was very, very hopeful that he would be lights out after that first performance. But then 3 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 4 earned runs, 4 earned runs, and went 1-3 with a 4.4 ERA. So not the boost that I really wanted to get. On the other hand, and as you can see, I have all lefties in my rotation. I messed around with the order because at the end of the last video, I saw that my rotation, or I should say the off days, were in a position where I could rearrange my rotation to what I wanted. So I put Quintana as my second starter, and he actually pitched pretty okay. Not great, but okay. So let's see. He gave up 1 earned run in September 4th. Let's see his last 5 starts. September 4th, 1 earned run, then 0, then 5, which was not good, and then 0, and then 4. So 3 out of 5 good starts, not horrible. He finished with a 2.55 ERA, and that's out of 15 starts. I would say I was pretty impressed by Quintana's performance in the season because he exceeded what I thought he would be with a 2.55 ERA. His card's not exactly the greatest card in the world. It's pretty balanced. So I think I should be happy with 2.55 ERA over 15 starts. Bill Pulsifer is in another similar position. I actually moved him to the 3rd spot. And remember, he sort of fell down to earth. Let's see. Let's go down here. Let's see. He had a stretch where was he? Right here. In August, he gave up 5 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 3 earned runs. Like, that really ballooned his ERA into 3.92 at the end of August. And then he went 1 earned run, 0 earned runs, 0 earned runs, 1 earned run, 4, and then 2, finishing with a 3.52 ERA and 14 wins. So that is very impressive for a 65 bronze. I did not expect any of that from him this season, so I'm very thankful for that. I don't think he can keep that up in the next league that we are likely going to be advancing into. That I'll show you in a second. And let's go to Viola. Bit of a disappointment, but he finished the season strong. So this is interesting. Let's see. let's go to the pitching game log here. So he had this patch around here in June where he gave up 4, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5. Like a really bad stretch that blew up his ERA to like 4.85 over here. But then he went 1 earned run, 3, 4, 2, and then he had 6, and then he had 1, 1, 8. So he was kind of like good 2 starts, bad 2 starts. But then he rattled off a 2, and a 1, and a 1 ERA, and a 1 earned runs over 6, 7, 7, and 5 innings to finish with a 4.39 ERA, which is a good ending to the season because I was a little worried about him, and I'm still not too confident that he will be particularly great, but he did finish strong, so I'm at least happy about that. Mania, let's go to him. Finished with a 3.74 ERA with a 12-8 record. Couldn't have been happier with him. A 69 bronze as well. So let's go to his game log. So I got a lot of wins over here from August 16th up until the end of the season. And so let's see. Yeah. So, finished the season, 2 earned runs, then 5, then 1 earned run. So yeah, he had, let's see, where was his rough patch? He had a rough patch right around here, 7 earned runs and 6 earned runs in May. And then he kind of did pretty good, and then had a 4 earned run game, and then a 5 earned run game in August. Then he had another 5 earned run. No, another 4 earned run in September 1st. Then he had 2, 2, 1, and then a 5, and then a 2. So he was either really good or really bad. But he only goes, well, he did go 6 innings and 7 innings a few times. A lot better than I thought, actually. So he might actually be my 5th starter. I might roll the dice with him as my 5th starter, but you never know. All right, let's go to our bullpen. Roger McDowell didn't finish the season in a good spot. Gave up 5 earned runs and blew a save in the last game. But he had been doing okay prior. End of August, he kind of blew up a bit. Gave up 4 earned runs, then 2. Blew a save, got a loss. Then got a save, then blew a save with 3 earned runs, and then ended the season with a 5 earned run, blown save. And so his ERA ballooned up to 4.08. Ugh. And so, what else? Let's see. Who else are we looking at now? Brooks Raley pitched very well, 1.61 ERA. Adam Ottavino, another guy that started bad, had a good middle season, and then ended bad. Here's his line. Really bad stuff here. From August 31st, 1 earned run, 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 blown save again, then 2 earned runs, and then a hold. So his ERA ballooned up to 4.09. Disappointing end of the season for him. So can't really count on him, I guess. All right, let's go to, let's see, Orozco, 2.78 ERA, not terrible. He did give up 3 earned runs in a start at the end of the season, which gave the other team the lead. He didn't get the loss though, but 3 earned runs off a home run. Not good. So he let's see, let me go to that pitching game log. Yeah, he generally had a pretty good season in his role, but that was a killer loss near the end with 3 earned runs. And he had a lot of 3 earned runs games. Another one in August 11th, August 7th. I had a few holes, a win, a loss, a blown save. At some point, not terrible, but not horrible either. All right, let's go to Danny Frisella. He started off a little rough, but then he kind of found his footing now. And he had a lot of zeros on the board. Look at this column right here. Zeros. There's a 1 here, a 1 here. That's ERA. But a lot of zeros as a relief pitcher. So he's going to be in my rotation, in my pen next year. And I'm considering moving him in the Ottavino spot. But we're going to start off with Ottavino, and if Frisella starts off good, we're going to put Frisella in the setup role as a right-hander. So there we go with that. And Doc Gooden as my long reliever, giving up runs. We might end up moving him off that role at some point, but 5.87 ERA. Turk Wendell generally pitched pretty good. The 2.02 ERA. His ERA kind of ballooned up at some point. It was in the last video I showed it, but he gave up 2 earned runs on September 20th, and he's not too bad. A lot of zeros on the board, so 2.02 as a specialist, can't complain about that. And then we got Jake Diekman. A lot of zeros with him too. Here we go, 2.33 ERA. I moved him to be a specialist against right-hand pitching. And a lot of holds, a lot of zeros. Here's the ERA column here. Gave up runs, 2 earned runs. July 3rd was the last time he gave up earned runs. So no earned runs between September 28th and July 3rd. So he pitched very well for me. He definitely surprised me. He was a lot better than I thought he would be. And I did, use his pitching sliders to adjust. He's got a pretty strong card here. Let's see, pitching stats, profile strategy. So yeah, I did use his pitch around slider all the way cranked to the lowest. So maybe I should do that for some of these guys. Adam Ottavino. Yeah, he's sort of... Maybe I should move his pitch around just a little closer to the left. But his stuff isn't quite in the blue for me to take advantage of that. And his control isn't terrible too, so... Alright, that's my pitching. Let's go to our lineup. So, let's see... lineups. Let's look at our final splits. Let's go home runs. Dominic Smith, 25 homers and 94 RBIs and a 315 average. Pete Alonso, only 71 games, 23 homers and 54 RBIs and a 2.76 average. Howard Johnson picked things up, 22 homers and a 62 RBIs and a 2.84 average. Jay Payton, I'm still not sure what this red center fielder means. If you're watching the YouTube video, if you know what that means, be appreciated if you could tell me. I have no idea what that means, the red center fielder icon. But in any case, Jay Payton had 20 homers, 76 RBIs, and a 2.46 average. But he was generally his average dipped. He was generally better against, I think he was better against lefties, and then it dipped to 269. So that's that. Joe McEwing, 2.85 average, 16 homers, 73 RBIs. Oh, he had 10 triples, which is pretty cool. So, but he did have a 295 average against lefties, so that's not bad. Starling Marte, 295 average, 10 homers, 69 RBIs. Harrison Bader, yeah, he didn't really hit very well, but did he have stolen bases? No. Well, did he? 0 stolen bases. Did I have him cranked for stolen bases? I did. And he still had none. He got caught stealing once. That sucks. So I'll have to remember that next season. And then we had Ed Kranepool, who ended up as a pinch hitter, as a high leverage pinch hitter. He's batting 261. And his average kind of dipped versus lefties and righties, 253 and 268. So we'll see how he does next season. He finished cold. Then we had Jeff McNeil with a 2.95 ERA, 2.95 average, 5 homers, 70 RBIs, 30 triples, not bad, 47 doubles. That's amazing. And so let's see his splits. A 313 against lefties and 285 against righties. So that's pretty interesting. Then we got Duffy Dyer, who I put as a defensive replacement in the 9th inning. And he did get me a home run, a few home runs. But he was mostly there for the pitching, for catcher ability, and making sure we don't blow games in the 9th inning. So, and then Reyes, let's see. So Reyes, he did a, 307 average against lefties, which is pretty good. No stolen bases. That's kind of interesting. I have him cranked to steal, so I don't know what that's about, if that's a bug or anything. No, actually, I'm wrong. He had 31 stolen bases, 15 caught stealing. Let me make sure I got the right numbers for Bader here. Yeah, he had 4 stolen bases, 9 caught stealing. Oh, wait, what are these numbers? Stolen bases. Oh, I just can't read. It did have there 4 and 9. So there we go. And then we got Roger Cedeno, who had a 227 average, 1 homer, 26 RBIs. Probably one of the more disappointing guys on the team because I expected more. I ended up putting him as a backup. And he got 1 homer and 13 RBIs. lefty has 246 average, and a right-handed 219 average. Disappointing. I probably should adjust his steal settings and stuff like that. But in any case, I'll do that off stream, off video. I mean, so yeah, that's all my lineup. As far as new players on the horizon, I've pretty much acquired every player that I want at this point. So, like, let's see. Clear filter. Mets. Ron Darling. Got the Ron Darling card, so I'm probably going to move him into my rotation instead of Pulsifer. So, yeah, so I don't think Pulsifer is going to do great in the next division, so we're going to start with Darling as our starter. Now, I realized this as I was going through the players, is that you could tell when I was going through the dates of my pitchers that it didn't go past September, so I kind of spoiled the outcome here by accident. And so I didn't actually make the playoffs, and let's take a look at the standings. So, in the next video, what I will do is try to adjust that date that it shows the stats in the game log. So if I do make the playoffs, you don't see them in that, and it doesn't spoil it. But yeah, if you were an astute observer, you could see that I was missing October stats. So yeah. But yeah, I finished 2 games out of the wild card, which is disappointing. We finished kind of okay. Let's see, team reports, team stats. In September we finished 17-9, which is not horrible. But we started off slow in April because our team, and we had a bad August, 12-17. But let's go back to the standings here. So I'm 85-77. 85 games wasn't enough for me to win a wild card here, but let me show you this other big standings. So my division was stacked here. 113 wins for downtown parking. Austin Armadillos, 91 wins. Erie Seawolves with 87 wins here. So I got 85 wins. So I was the 4th best team in the division. Fell out of the wild card by 2 games. And on this side of on this conference, on this side, 85 wins would have been the 3rd best team. Actually, no, yeah, it would have been the 4th best team. Yeah. It would have been, wait, let's see. 83 wins would have gotten the 2nd wild card in here. So, yep, the 85 wins would have been 2nd on that side. So that was disappointing. Let's give some props to the winner. Camp Hill Prayers FTP2. Good on Camp Hill Prayers. Congratulations. And for us, we will be, let's see, we will be going to, here are the relegation standings. I've got 85 wins. We're definitely in the advancement promotion area. So we will be moving up to the Iron League, which is this level. And just so you know, every season, the promoted and relegated team numbers do change. So for the season in Stone, it was 15 teams promoted and 4 teams relegated. That number will change next season, most likely. It's to balance out the league distribution. So we'll find out what the requirements are for iron level when we see what happens next time. So yeah, that's where we are. As you can see, I got 13 packs, but I'm actually not going to open them because I pretty much have most of the cards that I want, and I've got 17,000 in the bank. So let me show you what I mean by that. New York Mets. Let's see. Hide cards that I own. Okay. So we got the Edwin Diaz Perfect Francisco Lindor live card, which is the only live card that I'm probably somewhat eager to have. Nimmo's live card, and then we've got, Lenny Randall third base, and then a lot of silvers, bronzes, and irons. And so I've made the decision that I am going to stockpile my packs to wait to see more cards are released for the Mets. And as I said, I have 17,000 in the bank, so I could just buy this one if I wanted to, or bid it at some point and get it. So that's not going to be the issue. And so I just want to, maximize my chances. I haven't pulled a perfect yet, so when there are more cards available that I'm interested in, then I will pull packs. So, yep, I'm still going to be doing tournaments, and I'm sure you're wondering why I have a silver historical pack in my stack over there. That's because I won a tournament for the bronze cap 1340. I'm sorry. I didn't win. I misspoke. I got 32nd, a silver historical. That first prize is actually a perfect pack, but yeah, I didn't win that. But 32nd place, couldn't be happier with my team. Wasn't expecting to get anything, and so yeah, just going to continue to put myself in tournaments, rack up packs, stockpile on packs, and then we'll eventually open more packs, but we're going to just do update videos from now on. Thank you very much for watching. I am going to be releasing a newsletter very, very soon, and it's free. I send it out almost roughly every week, but I have delayed this past one because my schedule's been kind of all over the place. But I do digest content, digest reviews, and it has a short cast attached to it that I kind of do on a random basis. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dre's Realm, and you can watch me on late afternoons, and I will be streaming many different games. Right now I'm playing Pacific Drive and Last Epoch, and we'll probably be switching to other stuff very, very soon. So you can check that out. And I also have playthroughs on my YouTube channel right here. If you're not already subscribed, don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And those are all my playthroughs. Just a quick little reel right there of my playthroughs. So thank you very much for checking out this YouTube video. And yep, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna probably have a couple of videos a week for each team. Yeah, we're gonna figure out the best way to release these videos with the timing. It's a little weird, but just, follow my channel and see the new video. If you're just interested in my out of the park baseball content, I have the playlist link in the description, and you could just bookmark that to get all of my out of the park baseball playlist. But I do have other games that I cover, like Pacific Drive, Last Epoch. I've got Persona Reload playthrough going, Persona 3 Reload, Baldur's Gate 3, which I'm going to be continuing at some point, and I also have I'm going to be playing some other games in the future, like Dragon's Dogma and a bunch of indie games and indie game demos that I've got already on the channel. So I have a lot of indie game demo playthroughs on the channel and like a little playlist if you want to check that out. I also like indie games just in general. I'm more of an indie game person because I just find indie games to be super unique. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. Thank you very much. And sorry if my voice sounds a little on the scratchy side, but it is what it is. Have a great day.